All I can see is your bum rattling around here. Come on. Down to the bum. There we go. Up again.
Good morning. We are now 2 days out from the show. It's 6:45 and I am actually going to the gym very early this morning for my last depletion workout. I'm speaking quite quietly because the rest of the house is asleep. I have to be in the gym for 7:30 this morning for my last depletion workout. I'm taking another competitor with me, a girl who actually works for me in the Sculpted Vegan, who has come over from Israel to compete in her first show this weekend. So she and her husband arrived yesterday and she is staying in a hotel locally, so I'm going to go and pick her up at 7. I'm a little late, but I'm just making my husband nice some coffee before we go, and then we're going to go and do our last depletion workout, and then we're going to carb up, which is very exciting. Fix the eye. Time to hit the gym. Let's do this.
Come on. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more.
Well, that was 14.
6, 7. Last workout. 8. 3 bottom. 9. 3 more.
Here's Sally getting a wee bit of Irish Hulk training. Come on, Sally. She looks like a Victoria's Secret model there with all that hair. Sally's the kind of person who seems really small whenever you meet her on the internet, and then in real life she's like, oh, I wouldn't want to meet her in a dark alley, I'll tell you.
Easy.
So today we start to carb load, which means that my muscles are depleted. I look really flat. I've actually lost another, since I started my water drop at the start of the week, I've actually lost 2 kilos, which is 4 pounds. So it just shows how much water the body actually holds. So what we do is we start carbing up after our workout. So I'm going to make Sally and I a smoothie, which I normally would have post-training anyway. But what I am going to put in it this morning is some Vitargo. So Vitargo is a high molecular weight carbohydrate, which is instantly absorbed into the bloodstream through the small intestine immediately after training. And after you have been training, the GLUT4 receptors on the surface of the muscle cell are open because your body has been sending nutrients into the muscle while you've been training. And so therefore, whenever you have a high molecular weight carbohydrate with high osmolality, which means it's absorbed very quickly, whenever you have that directly after training, much more of it goes into muscle than into fat store or into any other store, because the GLUT4 receptors on the surface of the muscle cell are already open from training. So it's a little hack that if you eat immediately after training, you get to take advantage of the GLUT4s and more of the carbohydrate, in fact, all of the carbohydrate that you take directly after training goes into the muscle, which means bigger muscle and better recovery. So the Vitargo that I use is by Bulk Powders. It's massive. This is like 5 kilos. And then I cut the top off, of course, because I cut the top off everything, because it just makes it easier. I'm always making protein shakes. So today I'm going to use chocolate peanut butter. I'm going to hope Sally likes chocolate peanut butter. So I'll do 50 grams for me, 2 scoops, and 50 grams for her. I'm also going to put some of the amino acid L-glutamine in there, because L-glutamine is really good for digestive issues. It's also really good for muscle repair, but it's very good for digestive issues, which is really good because over the next couple of days we're going to be carb loading, which can be very heavy on the digestive system. So L-glutamine keeps things moving. So I'm going to add 10 grams each of L-glutamine. And then I'm going to add 2 scoops each of Vitargo. Now, 2.5 scoops has 75 grams of carbs. So 1 scoop has about 30 grams of carbs. So that's 60 grams of carbs each directly after training. And my goal today is to have about 300 grams. Put some ice in. I'm a bit of a stinker. I don't normally put ice in. I don't care. I just drink it. I'm hard. I think I'll just put water in. I was going to put some milk in because it does make it taste like a million times nicer. But I think Water has less calories. I'm just a few days out from my second show after dieting and prepping for nearly 8 months. Well, not really, 6 months. I decided to do a long, slow cut this time. Very long, slow cut, because all my other cuts for competition have been about 12 weeks, which is a very short, intense period to diet for. So I decided to do a very long, slow cut this time, which was great because I didn't suffer at all, but it has just been long and monotonous. But yeah, it has been hard. It's been long. I don't even know if I'm going to compete again, to be honest. I think this year has really just nailed the coffin for me because I've had to sacrifice so much family time. And I just think that, you know, it'd be different if my kids were older, or if I wasn't married, or I didn't have the business and this was all I had to focus on. But unfortunately, I do have all of these things. So I don't know if next year I'm going to compete because just because of the sacrifices, not because I find it particularly hard. It is hard, but I'm strong and I can get through it. But just because of the sacrifices you have to make, you know.